Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's Charger football as we rejoin the action in the second quarter. So we are at halftime. Well, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get them right to quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Here's Watson now on second down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the 50, it's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Watson now to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quick. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And caught by Henry. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll set up to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field.
Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 3, second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And this will be taken at the 13. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Let's go!
Watson on 1st down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action. Hit them.
It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, Well, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bernardrick McKinney in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Let's go! Green, 39!
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Charles Clay, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. They find some open field here. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure they thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them the chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A gain of 6 there on first. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll look to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. First down now, but that clock rolling. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Watson now to throw. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Now Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fuller. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And he got it. The kick is good, and a fantastic finish here on a Monday night. And the Texans are going to win the football game. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Houston, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.